Hello, all you happy people. This is TheRhoxShifter, and can you guess what we're playing? That's right, we're playing Heavy Rain. In the last episode, Scott just went crazy, and he is now one of the best characters. In this episode, we're going to see Mrs. Shepard.
John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle.
Now, how did she actually find Anne Shepard? Because I don't remember her actually coming across... Well, I guess she could have just did a background check because she knows John Shepard and shit, so...
Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Oh, yay.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
She's so, wonderful.
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
Alright, that's nice, but I wanted to talk about your son. Alright, let's,
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago.
You did.
We didn't have much money at the time, you know.
You also had a drunken
We had
husband.
to make do with very little.
It's actually all your husband's fault, thinking about it now.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? Oh, I have no other son. I never had any children.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're hitting a wall.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Can we please...
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
You have a television right here. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get the pillow to choke you with. Okay.
Does Mrs. Shepard ever talk about her past?
Nope.
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Oh, okay.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years and you're the first.
That sucks.
Did she ever mention her sons?
Sons? Well, she often mentions John. I think he drowned.
Does she ever talk about her other son?
Great.
I didn't know she had another one. I've never heard her mention it. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past.
Gotcha. Alright.
You might get it to remember.
Cool.
Thanks for the advice.
I got that the first time you said it. So, if I remember correctly, as we bring our fine ass over here, let's bring her an orchid. This'll jog her memory.
Show her things that take her back. Show her things that take her back.
Show her things that
Show
take
her
her back.
things that take her back.
So we got Jason, Sean, what was the other one? I can't remember. And show her things that take her back. Bow now, 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 now. Show her things that take her back. Bow now, 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 now.
Show her things that take her back.
Bow now, 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 now. Okay, we're good.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids.
Hey,
We used to
son.
grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Well, that's good.
Seems to be working. She's remembering stuff.
Oh.
Gotta find something else to show her.
So, oh, nope, that was wrong. That was wrong, Madison. Come on. Figure it out. The crane. What is mostly left? The hummingbird. And the dog. That seems familiar. Let's do it. And now we get to do the most craziest thing in the world. Origami folding. Shit. Oh. Oh god, this is difficult because I keep thinking that things aren't the same. There we go.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too.
Actually, I just
My
learned.
children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting
cute,
my
actually.
time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
It is, actually. So, you know, could you elaborate more?
Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember.
What else is there?
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yeah, you just said that. Now
Yes,
can
your
we get more?
boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny.
No, you didn't, you liar. Ugh. What do I have to do? 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 That doesn't help. Madison, sitting down doesn't help. Oh, actually. Here we go.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys.
Okay, what's the other one's name?
Their father never looked after them.
Because he was a drunk, I get it.
Always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
I got that. What was his name? Speak it! Okay, there we go.
I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
Tell me.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
I want
They
to
were
know.
really very nice people. I met them, you know.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy.
Tell me, you old
And
hag!
then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He
Oh,
must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
okay, that's kind of sad.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Okay, is it a secret? Do you want to grab my titties? Uh-oh. Oh, fuck, it's Ethan! No! How could this be? I wouldn't think Ethan would repress something like that. Though, in real life, I don't think she would have whispered. Just saying. The last letters. Rainbow Lane. Ethan. Wow, this room is very red.
The last origami figure. The last trial.
Alright, whoa. This is kind of trippy, actually.
The last origami figure. The last trial.
Is that all you have to say? Ugh. It's all that sex you had, Ethan. Seriously? You just had to have sex. You had to boink your person, lady. Okay. This room is oddly white compared to the other room. Whoa, that's creepy.
The last
I
trial.
hate these things.
The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons?
Huh.
There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Fuck. Ethan, you gotta think about this. Come on, you gotta think about this.
The cameras. He must be watching me. Kill myself to save Sean? That's ridiculous. I'll find some other way. I'm sure I can save him. Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do. There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son. 1 hour to live. Just enough time to save Sean. Poison. So, if I drink this, I'll be dead in an hour, and if I don't, I won't get the last letters. There's no choice. I've got to do it. If I want to save my son. Nothing to lose. I've come too far to stop now. He could be lying. Maybe I'll die as soon as I drink this, and then no one can save Sean. Am I willing to die to save my son?
The real question is, Ethan, are you smart enough? You are smart enough, Ethan. You don't need no poison. Let's do this. Let's go be a father. We want a good ending for this story. Do it.
I'll find you, Sean. I'll figure out a way, and I'll come and get you, son.
It's alright, Ethan. Oh, now you run. Any other time you walk slow as a fucking sloth. Ugh. Always ducking from those popo, aren't ya? You've been a bad boy, Ethan. You didn't get the last of those letters. You were just bad. Alright, come on, figure it out.
I'm nowhere, and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this!
Huh. The lip movements have been off. It's really weird.
The manhunt continues. The authorities are still looking for Ethan Mars, the man identified as the oligarch.
Let's not listen to that. Alright, let's see. What do we got here?
Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all.
It's very true. Alright, Ethan. You gotta use some of that brain knowledge that you got there. I hear seagulls. And a boat. So that must mean he's near the water. So if this is Philadelphia, does that mean he's near the Schuylkill? Alright, so... Oh, we get to choose.
I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
Oh, Ethan. You just don't know me that well, do you? Crazy
We've only got
alert.
a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere.
Come on, you can do it.
Staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
You don't need the glasses.
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We know no longer need your services anymore,
It's not
Norman.
Ethan.
So
I'm
you can
just
ride your
saying.
files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
I'd be lying if I didn't want to punch you in the face.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Well, guess what? My jurisdiction
Blake,
goes everywhere.
You are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I like
I'll
it.
take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer.
Origami.
Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
Not everybody's gonna be happy. If you catch Ethan and his son dies, it's kind of your fault. You don't need the Tripto, man. You don't need the... No! Jaden. You gotta stop using the Tripto, man.
The killer's
Tripto's
name
one
is here.
hell of a drug.
Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you-know-what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Alfred's right. I can't. I can't do it. No. Well, wait. No. I could do this without Ari, can't I? I don't want to give up. Can I just give up on Ari? Oh, fuck. Fine. Whatever. Alright, so let's figure this out.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Oh, well that's useful. Why didn't you realize that like 20 minutes ago? Alright.
The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
What am I looking for? What am I doing? Wait a second. No, I don't want the sword. I want the other thing. Can I analyze it now? There we go.
Watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere.
No way. It's the gold. It's Larry! Or, no wait, who was it? I think his name was... It's Larry!
The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop.
There's no way. Larry's a killer. I can't believe this. I'm so upset.
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Oh shit. It's not Blake. I know it's not.
The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history.
History? Meh. Guns don't have history. The people who make guns have histories.
Impounded in a police case 5 years ago, the gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
think we're getting closer.
2 receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home.
How did you not remember to go over this earlier? I'm just saying. Standard paper. Oh.
Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere.
What if I do this?
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
Okay. Which one do I do? There we go.
A cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Oh. Looks like everybody's closing in on the origami killer. What are you thinking about? Go do your job, Batman! Wonder what would happen if we blamed Blake. That'd be kind of funny. You're the origami killer!
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks.
Oh, everybody's going to the docks.
Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
No, I want it tomorrow. Seriously? Everything's coming together.
Let me stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
I can.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is all over.
Tell me who the origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Not Gordy.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
Baby. Everybody's kissing. The only one's not getting any is, Jaden. Jaden needs to get some. Jaden and Blake sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S. Oh, God.
I'm hurrying! I'll be right back!
Jadykins, come on. You could do better without me. Oh shit, does he actually just shoot him? Alright, smash them. That's not smashing them. That's electrocuting them. There's a difference.
Hey.